I was sitting in a cafe and I heard a woman at the next table turn to her companion and whisper, "He's the fat one off the Gruen transfer."
Dan, why did they get rid of Barbara?
Look, I think Barbara was honest and efficient, so maybe they thought it was an overpromise in terms of what tellers could actually deliver in terms of service.
Before he lost the big job, Kevin Rudd bought half the population of Australia a plasma television. I mean, if the job at Foreign Affairs doesn't work out, he can always get himself a gig at the Good Guys.
There are 190,000 new product launches into the marketplace every year. That's roughly one every 3 minutes. From the point of view of consumers, we've all become Jennifer Aniston. And it doesn't matter how beautiful or wonderful or interesting we are, they know Angelina is out there.
The point is we need to be more creative with the way that we sell so that we can cut through the clutter, so that we can rise above the choices that people have to deal with. Social networking is now the #1 internet activity ahead of porn.
96% of Generation Y has joined a social network. And it's not just Gen Y. The biggest growth group in social networking is women aged 55 to 65. That's right, grandma's poking people online. Instead of figuring out how we can get some space on a Facebook page or how we can spam our friends list, we should instead be asking, well, what does Facebook mean? What does it stand for? People are part of Facebook because they want to feel connected, they want to feel impactful, they want to feel visible. So instead of deciding, well, how can we use it as an ad, maybe we should be asking, how can my product make people feel visible, impactful, connected?
Identity is more powerful than logic and emotion.
I think we need to stop arguing about lateral versus linear thinking and start thinking in terms of leapers and linkers. Now, leapers are those people who have the ability to just jump into a new possibility. Leapers have what I refer to as thought Tourette's. They go, rocket, fish, pottery, and we end up with ceramic scales on the space shuttle. If you want a volume of ideas, you need leapers on your team. But if you want ideas that get you from where you are to where you could be, you're going to need linkers on your team. So I think we need to start constructing teams of complementary creative skill sets. Because when they work together, magic happens. At some point, we all kind of decide that we either are creative or that we're not.
Or rather, someone decides for us and we decide to believe them.
Because problems cannot be solved without a belief beyond what is currently possible. The most innovative companies on the planet make impossible thinking part of their DNA. Rosa Parks didn't turn to the white guy who told her to give up the seat on the bus and say, look, I'll just budge up a bit and we can share it. She had what was an impossible thought at the time. Winston Churchill didn't say, we shall fight them on the beaches. But look, if they make it past the sand, there's very little we can do at that point. He said, we shall never surrender. Never, 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 never. Every sales call you make after a dozen rejections, every success you have after 100 failures, every underdog who has its day is an impossible thought. And today we need impossible thinking more than ever. Gravity creates attraction, which pulls people to our cause. It creates engagement, which pulls us all together. And it creates alignment, which makes sure we're all pulling in the same direction. And it doesn't matter whether you're motivating a team of 20, leading an organisation of 2,000, selling into a marketplace of 2 million, or trying to move a nation of 20 million, you need gravity. So how do we create gravity? Well, a physicist will tell you that gravity is a function of mass and proximity. How big you are and how close you get. So you can either increase gravity by increasing the mass of your idea through boldness and vision and amassing experience and knowledge and supporters, or you can reduce the distance it has to travel through connection and emotion and stories.